Welcome to the Ultimate Real Estate Podcast. I'm David Delgado, and today we have an absolute legend in the real estate industry joining us, Shawn Johnson. With over 30 years of experience as a real estate broker, real estate instructor, investor, and developer, Shawn has seen it all, from navigating market shifts to building a successful brokerage, training the next generation of agents, and developing properties. His expertise is second to none. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss another interview with a top industry expert. In this episode, we're going to dive deep into what it really takes to thrive in real estate. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned pro looking to level up, Shawn will share his insights on mastering the Texas market, growing a real estate business, investing wisely, and staying ahead in the ever-changing industry. If you're serious about closing more deals, building long-term wealth, and taking your real estate career to a whole new level, you don't want to miss this conversation. So grab your notebook, get ready for some game-changing advice, and let's jump in. Shawn, I just want to thank you for jumping on right now, and just we're gonna just talk about your, where you're currently at right now, what you've been doing, and so why don't we just kind of kick it off with that? How long have you been in real estate? What you doing right now? My understanding you're an instructor. Why don't we just give us a background where Shawn has been and where he's going today?
All right, very good. Well, I have been licensed. I'm about to age myself here since 1996, and so I cut my teeth. That many years ago, I was licensed first in Louisiana, and then from there earned some other licenses in several different states as well. So been in the business since that long.
Oh
Moved
wow,
here to Texas.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good to
I
hear.
moved here I'm in Texas now, but I moved here in 2001, earned my license here. And my first year, I became Coldwell's Banker Rookie of the Year here in Texas as well. So right now, I'm also, for almost 20 years, I am a college professor teaching real estate in the Dallas Community College here as well. I'm a brokerage owner, Cape Realty, and also an investor and working on a development right now as well, along with receiving several different certifications and designations in the industry. So that's what I do. I basically live and breathe real estate, in
Man,
some capacity. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, s- man, that's so awesome to hear that. It sounds like real estate is your calling.
It
Um,
is. There you go. That's it.
and I feel the same way about my mortgage business. I feel like I'm just called to the mortgage side,
Yeah.
because I have a lot of experience in the real estate side, but I just realized that, hey, this is my passion. I love helping and working with real estate agents, and I also love helping clients buy homes,
Yes.
and helping them with the process of doing that.
Yes.
So, I put those things together. I'm living my dream. Sounds like
Yeah,
the same thing,
absolutely.
right?
We share that. That you sound a lot like myself.
That's
The
fantastic.
thing that I think that's so foundational in what you've just said is that it's based on, or foundationally, you using this industry. Of course, it's quite lucrative, but you're helping people, and you're helping people on a lot of different levels and different layers to that. So that's what I'm hearing when I hear you as well. And I think that's the thing that keeps us going in the challenging times in this industry.
Yeah, it's never this industry is not never has lots of challenges.
Yeah,
I even people that are growing today, I network with a lot of realtors, and their business is better this year than it was last year.
right.
But they still got challenges. There's
Yeah.
still, there's not too long ago there's a lot of changes going on with the way the commissions are getting paid and
Oh
advertised and
yeah.
all that, right? So there's always something, and I think that's why I think people stick with this industry so much is that they love those challenges. At
Yeah. It's
you know
never boring.
Never boring, but I think at the heart of things, the reasons why we continue to do the things that we do is because the heart behind it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what keeps me going as well.
Yeah. What would you say as like an instructor? Because I don't I don't really come across too many instructors, right? This is very, very unique for what you do, you being an instructor, as well as all the other things that you're doing. But what are some common mistakes that you see maybe new agents make when starting in real estate?
I think the most common mistake is that I think there is a fallacy or a misconception that this business doesn't require commitment and work. It does require commitment. It requires work. It can require sacrifice. There is, I think, from a more technical view, you got to have some type of system that you can work on. There has to be consistency in the system once you've discovered what that system is. That's what I think. What I've noticed that a lot of realtors fail because they're not consistent and they are not consistent with a system in place.
Yeah, it's so good. Every year or so, you start hearing about goals, usually, first part of the year or the end of the year, goal setting, but that's got to be consistent too.
Yeah,
And and setting these goals. And I think, for me personally, I think once you start thinking that this business is more than you, um, you tend to take it a little bit more serious.
yeah,
So,
it's good.
this does that
Very
make
good.
sense? Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
And, and,
Yeah,
and, and to me, that's what gets me up in the morning. Like if
yeah, I
it's just
love it.
about if it's about me, I'd sleep in. I
There
probably
you go.
worked so hard,
Yeah,
but the moment I started realizing this business is not about myself, it's about others. Um, and even if I was just getting started in this business, because we all start from somewhere, I think that's what it really kind of fired me up. You know, it's just now I think things have grown on me for sure. At first maybe it was making that money to pay for the mortgage,
sure.
putting food on the table, right? But eventually, once you start achieving all those things, then the business just gets bigger than bigger.
Yeah, it's much bigger than those things. I mean, I think it's important that we understand our why, but I think the most successful realtors do understand that this industry, this business is bigger than themselves. And again, once you've earned a certain level of success and what your point of view of success is, then you should allow yourself to expand greater than yourself. And I think that's why people like yourself that have been quite successful, very successful in this industry, now want to help people like myself and other newer agents expand and grow and start their own business to be successful.
Yeah, so let's say there's a because you're in the Dallas area, kind of.
Yes,
So let's say there's a Dallas agent that's thinking about, getting licensed in your market, and they're listening to this for the very first time. What would you say to them on these newer agents on how to structure, their day or their first year in real estate to maximize their success? Because you've been a rookie, you've been top producing agent your first year jumping in. So that means there's something there that you did right, right? And if you can share that with us, that'd be awesome.
sure. One of the important things that I found that contributed to my level of success in my beginnings is the fact that I realized that I needed clients. So my next question was, what mechanisms or strategies that I could use
Hmm.
to really get myself out there to let people know, one, that I'm doing this now, and then whatever that system is or whatever that system was, I married myself to it. This is what I'm going to do. This is what's required. And now I'm going to actually do it.
Mm.
And I'm going to be sacrificial, and committed to doing so. My first approach was to understand first, I need business. I need to get people whom I could help.
Right.
Then my second question was, how do I do that? Once that was discovered, then committed myself on a schedule on how to do it, along coupling that strategy with learning about more about the business. Okay, now this is how I get the business, the clients. Now, how do I successfully service these clients?
Mm.
So that was another area that I indulged in. What would make me the best realtor? So a lot of it had to do with self-development and self-improvement and just really understanding the technicalities of the business and the market in which I was working. So those are the things that I started doing. And one of the things that I heard where my referral base grew exponentially, and one of the reasons why is that this guy really cares. He goes that extra mile. He go, and thirdly, I did what I said I would do. If I told the client I would do something, I did it. And so the word just sort of spread, hey, look, this guy will go that extra mile. And he knows his business and he really, really cares. And that's how I think that's the feedback that I got from many of my different clients. They thought, hey, he cares, he'll go that extra mile. And more than just a realtor, I became their realtor for life. So
So good. Thank you for sharing that. I
thank
hear
you.
like, the mindset that you had to over deliver and in your work ethic, which is a mindset, just, you just went out there, set goals, and you conquered them. So, um, that would lead me to believe too that as you're bringing on agents, if they can see that in you and they can receive that from you, because one thing I realized too is show me the people that are around you and I'll show you where you're going, right?
I love it.
Right?
Awesome.
Sh
That's exactly
huh?
right.
Show me the people around you. So like you've been in these you've been successful in real estate, you do all these things in real estate, and you have this mindset that is people can leverage off and learn from. And when they start to learn that from you, that's stuff that you can't teach. They gotta
Yeah,
that's something that you can't teach somebody. They gotta catch it.
you got to catch it. I
They gotta
love it.
catch
That's
it,
exactly right. That's
right?
exactly right.
They could catch
Yeah.
that from you, then before you know it, they're gonna be success too. So great job at sharing that. So what about some new agents that are looking for a brokerage right now? What would what would you say to them? You know, what are some of the things that maybe you offer them part of joining your brokerage?
Well, we offer them Dave Delgado. Yes, that's one of the more you've been one of the more valuable components of helping the brokerage. So I think the second thing is the experience, the passion, the love, the desire is just what you spoke to just a moment ago. Uh, Giving them that something that can't be taught.
Hmm.
And with my agency, we have over 50 years of experience in the industry. So we understand the industry, we understand people, and I think the motivation, the uh, inspiring the individual, and helping them to overcome those initial fears and those apprehensions that they may have in the industry. One of the things that we do is we don't just offer trainings, but we offer mentoring and support. Is very, for example, if I'll go with you. We go with you to listing appointments. So we train you how to do it, but we'll go with you. We'll take you to meet with a buyer. We'll take you to go show homes, whatever it may require, wherever you find that you are afraid or fearful or not really feeling that level of confidence that you may need. We're here to support that.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
and yeah, and we have a mentorship program. Of course, realistically, we can't be that for everyone every moment or hour of the day. So we have mentors that mimic that same. We're very parallel. We work together in providing that same mentorship and support to the agent. And there's a very strong systematic approach so that no one's left behind. So I think that's a very key, very important uh, component of our brokerage that we are offering, and we are determined to do it. We don't look at how tough it may be.
Yeah.
We don't ask, we look at how we can make sure that every agent, particularly new agents, feel support and they receive that mentorship from
Powerful.
that. Yeah,
Powerful.
thank you.
Because a lot of times, people are starting this off new and, they're, that is what leadership is all about, is
Yeah,
helping people
exactly.
get to the next level.
Yeah,
And that's some phenomenal leadership that you guys are offering there to help
thank you.
people. And you're multiplying leaders, right? You're
That's it.
multiplying
It's
leaders
wonderful.
because you train this one person, and before you know it, they get great at what they do, and then before you know it, they're gonna train somebody else, and then train somebody else, and it just keep going. So,
Absolutely.
how can agents connect with you or to learn more about your brokerage, and maybe how would they get in contact with you?
Okay, well, the number one way, I mean, of course, we are on all these social media platforms. Another way, which also all of that's provided on our website, and that's of course www.caverealty.com. And my phone number is, I mean, always available as well. My email is Shawn Johnson at caverealty.com. Again, that's Shawn, that's SHAWN, JOHNSON at Cave, that's KABE.com. And my cell phone number, which I'm always on. Of course, we professionals, we live on the phone, we live on email and social media. That's the area code is 469-964-6570. Again, 469-964-6570. So I can be reached directly in either of those ways.
That's a wrap on today's episode. Wow, what an incredible conversation with Shawn Johnson. His 30 years experience as a broker, instructor, investor, and developer gave us some powerful insights on what it takes to succeed in real estate. From building a thriving business to staying ahead of market trends, Shawn shared game-changing strategies that every agent can apply today. If you found this episode valuable, be sure to subscribe so that way you never miss out on another interview with top industry experts. And if you enjoyed today's conversation, leave us a review. It helps more real estate professionals find the show and level up their careers. For more insights from Shawn, be sure to connect with him online. We'll drop all the links in the show notes. If you have any questions or topics that you'd love for us to cover in future episodes, reach out to us on social media. We love to hear from you. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep closing those deals. See you in the next episode of the Ultimate Real Estate Podcast.